Every engineering team has faced this problem. A production incident fires, checkout is returning 500 errors. To find the root cause, an engineer opens Sentry for the error trace, GitHub for recent PRs, the deployment dashboard for release timing, and Slack for the team context. 5 tools, 10 browser tabs, 45 minutes of manual correlation. Nexus eliminates that workflow. It uses Coral as a unified SQL layer across all of your engineering tools, and a Gemini powered agent then connects them across to the autonomously by the model context protocol. Now let me show you how that works. So in the terminal, as you can see, the backend is running. The tools have been mapped: list table, search table, describe table, and list column. So it uses 8 of the Coral features in the backend. Now let's turn to the terminal and let me write Coral source list. Now see, Datadog is there, it has been bundled. Deployments, GitHub, GitLab, Intercom, Linear, Sentry, and Slack. These are all what we are using as of now, which is connected in my computer, which is like 8 data sources. Now let me test the GitHub part. So let's type GitHub Coral source test, and let's type GitHub. Let's see if it's working or not. Yes, it's working. See, I have added my GitHub key as well here. Now if I test the deployments part, the deployment should also work. Yes, it's connected successfully. And our custom deployment source, which is like a DSL v3 spec I wrote from scratch, it passes the validation. Now let's talk about the real data. So if I pull the real data from here, let's pull this part, let's copy this, and let's paste it here. So SQL, yes, see, I guess there's some issue here. We'll fix that later on. Now let's move on to the architecture, of what the architecture of my project is. So the frontend sends a natural language query to the Express backend via REST API, and the backend maintains a persistent MCP connection to the Coral via the Studio. So at startup, the backend performs full discovery. It reads the Coral guide and the Coral tables as well via the MCP resources. Then it queries the Coral.tables and Coral.columns, which discovers around 1800 tables and 128,000 columns. So it also queries the Coral.filters as well. So when a user submits a question, Gemini receives this schema context, and it autonomously decides which SQL to write. So this like insight streams to the front end as line JSON, and simultaneously post these everything to the Slack as well. We have connected the Slack as well here. Now let's connect this. The Coral has been connected. All 5 MCP tools have been like mapped. Okay, now let's put on to the demo. Now let's click on recent incident analysis. Why has our deploy quality degraded in checkout over the last hour? So as soon as I click enter, the agent initializes. I have clicked enter. Now see, we got the output. The agent initializes, it queries the Sentry issues, and you can see the tool call in the reasoning stream as well, which was like shown here. See, I'll show what all happened. So see, SQL has been called, and inside, if the terminal, if we go, see, discover 2 requiring filters, backend running on this. Mock, as of now, I'm doing it for the mock part. Slack alert has been sent. So if I once again enter this, just a second, see, the root cause has been identified, 98% confidence it has. See, as you can see here, then type error, cannot read property checkout session of undefined, and then you have to like refactor the checkout flow. So it analyzes the PR part and then gives on the basis of that. And the correlated Slack signal has also been given here. Anyone seeing elevated 500 seconds on the payment route, so it gives the output also, and it will automatically be posted to our Slack that data. We even have the GitHub Sentry data log, everything that is the data origins. Now if I click on inspect SQL, see this, we get the SQL as well, the correlations query. Select this title from Sentry issues, join deployment.events, then merge PR, and also that with SHA, which is the key as well. So everything is working, nothing is hard coded. If I close this and let's click on create rollback PR, see, it's creating a rollback PR. Let's wait for this. See, the rollback PR had been created, and the agent can trigger downstream actions as well by via the rollback like PR queued. Now if I cross this and let's go for the delivery risk prediction, will we hit our Friday deploy deadline? This is the proactive scenario, like it predicts a delivery risk before it becomes a missed deadline. Let's click on enter. Let's wait for this. We got the output. So Nexus identified a block ticket, which is COR102, migrate auth to V2. This responsible engineer has 1 lakh 1240 lines of code churn and 5 unresolved like review comments as well. So this is a delivery risk, right? So the agent joined what you say linear issue metadata with GitHub code velocity to surface this automatically, and no human had to like cross reference these tools. Now if I click on inspect SQL, you can see the SQL as well here with GitHub owner and GitHub repo as well. Now, as soon as I click alert team, let's wait, it's alerting, it alerted, an alert has been sent directly to the Slack. So inside the Slack we can view this. Now I can't expose my Slack credentials as of now, okay, so but it's working. And if I go to the Nexus deployments file, just wait for this, sorry, not this file, as you can see in the here also you can see the Slack alert has been sent. Now in this file, as you can see, the custom source spec, I wrote 3 source specifications from scratch using the Coral's DSL v3 format. This is an HTTP backend source for CI/CD deployment things. I also wrote an intercom source as well using the JSON backend. Now let's run this in the terminal, which is, let's clear this out. Let's write Coral source lint. I'm sorry. Coral source lint, then Coral config Nexus deployments.yaml. Let's click on enter. See, manifest is valid. Now if I switch to the front end, like what happens is, describe an incident or risk in plain English. The agent joins data across 8 of your engineering tools and finds the root cause in seconds. Built on Coral, no SDK integrations, no pagination logic, everything using Coral. This was my whole application. I hope you guys liked it.